Damn, son, where'd you find this?
Ladies, understand something. The top end of a woman's weight is 145 pounds. Okay. My mother's 5'9", and she was 145 pounds until she was 50. That's the top end of your weight, because there should be about a 40-pound difference between you and men.
Basically, if the guy is rich, what ends up happening is the lawyer contacts the person and be like, hey, you know, your name gonna be all in the paper, so you might as well just settle out of court.
I can recognize talent. Even if I don't agree with the politics, a lot of the politics that was underlying in the show and some of the sentiments he was trying to share, I recognize artistry when an artist is present.
Yes, this is the definition of absolutely cooked. We'll never go back and take a look at her bad decision and take accountability for any of that.
Because there is powerful people in the industry, somehow there is a different law that applies to them. And I agree with that assessment.
Mantra, slave song, slave ship, rip skin, made me rip bones. But no matter how close I, my ancestors speak, they tell me they're tired of them praying on us like we're weak. I haven't been getting sleep, longing to sing until I surpass peak, until they think we are equal. Please, all I want is peace. My ancestors beat drums until their palms would bleed, begging that generations remember our story.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. We're going to wrap. Just give me a second. I meant to get my TikTok up on here. Happy Monday. I hope you enjoyed your weekend. I hope your week is blessed. I hope it's covered. We got a lot to talk about. As per usual, I'm going to be as honest as possible. I got a clip I'm going to play for y'all. I just want to make sure I get all of my stuff out here the way I want it. That means that I got to get all my angles. I got to make sure all of my streams are live and fully functional, because what I want to say, ladies and gentlemen, need to hear this. You know, these type of conversations, they get brought up so much. And I don't know if we truly give, as adults, the greatest perspectives unbiasedly. Is typically always one-sided to benefit one or the other. I don't like that. So what I'm going to do, to give a quick debrief, some of you may have seen this, some of you may not have seen this. Terrence J has a new lady in his life, and they're going to tie the knot. I'm going to play the video and then I'm going to spin back. Some of us are like, we have this mind your business personality. Let them live their life. And then there's other people who would just prefer to be in others' business. They want to insert their opinions, and, you know, that's fine. That's what social media is for. You come up here to share your thoughts and your views about things, whether or not you agree or disagree. You're here to be entertained. You're here to learn something. You're here to connect. You're here to date. You're here to talk shit and troll. I mean, it's room for everybody up here on these platforms. It's always been like that. I don't have no issues with any of that. Freedom of speech. It might be something that really triggers you and makes you feel uncomfortable, but it's still freedom of speech. What do we see on social media a lot? Consistently, this argument over the age gap. Men who date younger are creeps. Men who date younger are perverts. Men who date younger are grooming. Men who date younger only date younger because the older generation of women they pretty much intimidate the guy. Oh, we're gonna spend some time. So this is what I'm gonna do for y'all. And shout out to everybody that's in the building. I appreciate you. I'm gonna bring this up and then we're gonna talk about it. I got a couple of layers that I want to peel back. I'm all about peeling back layers. I'm not a surface level type of a person. Never have been. I don't know if he's watching, but I want to give a shout out to Mr. Jeff James. Extremely dignified black therapist. That brother showed some love when he didn't have to. And I just want to extend my gratitude for that. But let me matter of fact, shout out to Sydney, shout out to Rob. I got an interview later on at 1:00 with Voice. I've already done 2 interviews. They're going to be dropping not back to back. I'm going to drop one this week and I'm going to drop the coming weeks in general. But yeah, I'm doing some things with some artists, some singers, musicians, producers, and I want to do my part to showcase talent. I want to show love and my gratitude. I don't want my channel to be a waste. I'm going to utilize this platform as much as possible and reach as many people as possible within the given parameters that I'm allowed to. But that being said, enough of the side talk and all of that. Let's actually get into why we are here this morning. This little tidbit right here.
Have some engagement news. Terrence J proposed to his girlfriend, Michaela Sultan, over the weekend in Miami. According to posts on the pair's respective Instagram stories, Terrence J, who was 41, asked his girlfriend, Michaela Sultan, who was 25, to marry him in a surprise proposal in Miami. Both were shared photos posted by various friends and family members, including a shot of the couple kissing while dressed in coordinated black formal looks. I think this is really cute. It's not a huge over-the-top engagement. Like, it's just enough. And her friends and his friends were also able to be there. Here's a close-up of the ring. Another picture after he proposed. So yeah, all of their friends were able to be there. This is a really nice shot. Terrence bought her this Range Rover last year for her 24th birthday. Let me know what y'all think about this. I was kind of shocked that he was engaged. I don't know. I feel like I knew that he had a girlfriend, but I didn't really keep up with them that much. And I think they're relatively private. Also, when I found out about the age gap, I'm just like, ugh. Like, I know age is nothing but a number, but 41 and 25, that's a big gap. So we have some engagement news. Terrence J proposed to his girlfriend, Michaela Sultan.
That's enough. Let's go ahead and jump right into it. Bye. Let's be perfectly transparent here. My first question is to the ladies. My first question is to the ladies. We've had this discussion for years, everywhere, and I mean literally everywhere. So my question first is, why does it bother you so much that a man wants to date or marry someone that is 10 years, 15 years, 5 years, 7 years younger than him? I don't want you to give me a response or answer that is based on your emotions or your feelings. Hear me out, please. Don't get stuck. Go into your memory banks and then replace something in your life that traumatized you from when you were the younger woman dealing with the older guy. I don't want to hear anything from your personal feelings. I want to know I want to hear a logical explanation. Don't tell me I feel like. If any of your sentences begin with I feel like, I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear nothing to do with I feel like. Give me a nice paragraph. Look, I'm a hell of a good listener. I've always been a good listener. If you got things that you want to get off your chest and it bothers you and you want resolve to it, I'm all for it. If you're just talking just to be talking, I can't really help you. I'm not going to really be paying you much attention. Men are solution based Homo sapiens. We want to solve problems. We don't want to linger in anger, bitterness, hatred. That's not us. We want to fix it and keep it moving, keep elevating. We're trying to make money. We're trying to build. We're trying to create legacy. We're not about being stuck in one specific place for a long period of time. So if you are one of them people who just want to argue just to argue, and the only interest you have in the discussion is just to lash out, this ain't for you. Why do you have such an issue with older men wanting to date someone that's younger than them? I would love some real responses. I'm sure I'm not going to get them, but for whatever reason, someone actually decides challenge accepted. I'm humble enough. I'm woman enough. I hear him offering the opportunity for my voice to be heard. I'm going to take him up on his question. I'm going to take him up on this conversation, and I'm going to go ahead and indulge it. He seems like he's fair. I'm fair. I'm unbiased. I really want to know, because you get inside of these comment sections when people are happy, when they're celebrating, when they're in a good mood and they want to show their joy off. Men and women alike, especially, but the women I'm addressing. I get in the comment section and the first thing you say is give it time. He's not going to be there long, or give it time. He's going to get tired of her because her brain ain't developed fully. Give it time. He going to get tired of her and he going to cheat on her and he going to leave her. Give it time. Give it time. Give it time. Put him in jail. He needs to be serving time. He's rocking the cradle. He's dealing with a baby. He's a pedophile. Let's address that too. You get in these comment sections and you have all of this negative shit to say about a person. You don't know them. You didn't grow up with them. You didn't hang out with them. Y'all didn't go to parties. Y'all didn't go to clubs. Y'all didn't go to war. They weren't your first love. Y'all didn't have sleepovers. You don't know their family. You don't know their friends. You don't know nothing about their food habits, their addictions. You've never seen a fucking thing from them, or in turn that would. It's extremely puzzling to me, the level of judgment that comes from the comment section. We're stay with me. We're still on one subject. I haven't even gone even further into this because, see, like I said, I am about peeling back layers. So we got to peel back layers at a time. I don't like to skip through. Why do you get in comment sections speaking negatively about situations and unwarranted thinking pieces on folks that you've never known at all in your life? You only know them via social media. But how does that work? What we're addressing is you calling someone out their name. You're putting stereotypes and stigmas on people that they don't deserve. You're assuming or creating narratives and creating worlds and realities that aren't real. You do realize that these women that you keep on saying are being groomed and being manipulated and being controlled, you do realize that they're legal. They are, by definition and by law, legal. Terrence J's soon to be wife is 25. She's not 18. She's not 19. She's not 20. She's 25. But you still seem to have a problem with that. It's almost as if in your world, men are supposed to be attracted to the same things that you are attracted to. That's kind of odd to me. And it's hypocritical. Every single one of you, damn near, has dated older. Majority of you. I went to high school. Like, come on, my nigga. I went to high school, shit. Junior high, all that shit. Even in junior high, I'm not saying they were out here dealing with men on the street, but the girls in elementary dated. So if I'm in the second grade, the girls in the second grade are holding hands with the boys in the third grade. The girls in the fifth grade are dealing with boys in the sixth grade, seventh grade. Like, y'all always did that shit. You always did it. And there's a reason behind that. So let me address that. You know why you dated older? You dated older because nobody told you. Somebody in your house never told you the difference between dealing with someone your own age and dealing with someone that's older than you. You didn't have that real conversation, that real talk. Did you, like your mom or your dad probably didn't tell you that dealing with someone older, it has its price tag. Dealing with someone your age has its price tag. On top of that, there's like some misconstrued ideology that is being put in your head that someone of a higher level of thinking necessarily means that they can provide something that someone your age can't. Think about it like this: you're a child, and the kids your age are children. So you're all pretty much thinking the same. But you claim onto this, I'm more mature. When that's not really the case at all. It's not that you're more mature. It's just that there's something missing inside of you that has allowed you to see this fallacy as truth. And the reality is, you know damn well that you ain't got no business dealing with older men at all in the first place. Not no crazy ass numbers, especially. But it's always been older men, they got their stuff together. Older men are better providers. Older men are more established, more assertive. They're more confident. They're settled. They can do things that someone that isn't at that specific age is capable of doing. That's why you are attracted to older men, because they come off as stoic and they don't create problems. They create generational wealth. But guess what? Tell me when I'm wrong. Let me know at any point that I'm wrong, that I didn't grow up seeing little girls my age dealing with older gentlemen, athletes, and all that shit. Tell me I'm wrong. It's a preference. Now, is this a preference that was created through TV? Is this a preference that was created through biology? Is this something that's in you? It's not necessarily about law. It's I'm trying to understand, how is it precisely that since I've been born and shit before I was born, women were always dealing with older men. Yet here we are in 2025. Leonardo DiCaprio deals with younger women. Shannon Sharp deals with younger women. A number of men prefer younger women. And what I'm trying to illustrate here is that just like women have preferences in the type of dude that they want, men have preferences too. So what's all the hate about? If these women are being groomed, that means you were being groomed, right? Is that the argument? that we're making? Were you groomed, or did you choose to be attracted to that person? Did you choose to ignore the warning signs? Did you choose not to listen to your grandmother and your mom and your dad and your uncles? Did you choose to be with these people? Did they coerce you to be with them? Are you insinuating for 50, 60 years? Shit, even longer than that. Are you telling me that it's men's fault that you are attracted to older gentlemen? Let's go ahead and break down the distinctions. Are you attracted to the older man, or is it something else? You're social creatures. And if we know how to communicate with you, that can change how you feel about a person. So are these men just talking a good game and creating a safe space for you to feel comfortable enough to deal with them and accept them? Or are you just naturally attracted to that? Which one is it? Too many factors to play out here. Just like you have your preferences, men have their preferences. And guess what? Younger women don't have the same amount of baggage that older women have. As far as I'm concerned, if you are of legal age, I'm not talking about the 16 and all that shit. No, I'm talking about if you are 18 and above, it is not my place to determine or factor in what's for you and what's not for you. There are beautiful women who are married to overweight, unhealthy men. There's men who are obese. There are women who are, matter of fact, I give you a perfect example. Married couple. This man is married to a woman who is a conjoined twin. Do you know what that is? His wife is forever connected to her sister, shoulder to shoulder, torso up. He's married to the sister, but he's connected to her. People have preferences. What's for you is for you. You can't control that. If it works out for you and they meet you on the metric that you hold for yourself, what is the problem? Like I said, I would love to hear an answer. I want real answers. I want a real unbiased explanation as to why you feel a way about something that you were practicing your entire life. Brittany Renner dated young. Drea Michelle dating young. The real issue here, it doesn't have anything to do with what you're trying to make it look like. The real problem is that you've been burnt by older men. You know how fucked up y'all logic is? Your logic is so fried, right? You got an issue with older men dating younger men because you dated older men and you realized what it did to your life at an early age and how it impacted you. So you don't want what happened to you to happen to the next person. Only the difference is when you got introduced to the older person, you leave out the fact that you were experimenting. You started to get involved with many different people throughout that time. So if you started out dealing with someone your age, it didn't work out, you started fucking around with other people afterwards. And then you got tired of dealing with people at this age, so you leveled up and you wanted to explore somewhere else. It didn't work out, and you wanted to go there, and then you wanted to go there. And by the time you hit 25, 30, 40 years old, you've already been completely dismantled and disabled by all your traumatic experiences from different people. Make it make sense how erratic and irresponsible you can be with yourself. Older, younger. The bottom line is sex shouldn't even be on the table. If you're not planning on getting married to the person, it shouldn't even be on the table. If you're just out here having fun, just to be having fun, make that clear. If you're looking for something serious, make that clear. See, we're going to hold men and women accountable here. Ladies, if you want to be taken serious, keep your legs closed. Keep your clothes on. And then find out how serious the other person is. If you really want to be treated with respect, like a lady, keep your clothes on. All will be revealed. Do things in order. All will be revealed. It's not really rocket science. Is it? When you're young and you make the claim, or just in general, when you make the claim that women are more mature at a certain age before men are, I challenge that. I challenge that strongly. Because what I see is an app that is viral for the complete opposite. That app is nothing more or nothing less but a bunch of women who are sleeping with the same type of dude. Compatibility and chemistry go hand in hand. The flesh is the greatest deceptor of continuity. If you're looking for anything long lasting, do you know what trying the spirit by the spirit mean? Let's say I'm trying to show interest in a woman. I'm asking about her history, her background. I'm looking at her social media, her personality, how she dresses, how she interacts with her family and friends. I'm thinking about, all right, where's her mind at? Is she thinking long lasting, or is this like a short term thing? Because like for real, you can tell when a woman is about her business, she's about her partner or future partner, and there's really no confusion about that. I think that people are so superficial and they're all they really focus on is damn this man look good, or this dude got money and he driving nice shit, and he's hood, he's this, he's that, and y'all like y'all be stressing me the fuck out, man. I swear y'all really be stressing me out. Y'all be on this vanity trip all the time, and then you flip it. How the fuck do you complain? How do you complain about something that you're attracted to? So you got a problem with the characteristics of a person, but the characteristics of the person is the exact same reason why you dealt with them in the first place. Don't make no sense. Now, as far as how women feel towards men who deal with younger women, there are men who do exactly what you say they do. They do groom. There are men who groom. We're not going to deny it. I got a show that I'm doing on Friday that was so fucking disgusting to me. But it's a minority. Men who want to deal with younger women, they want to deal with younger women because they're not as damaged. Older women are not healed. Not all of them. Don't get it twisted. I'm not saying every one of y'all are completely fried, man. But a lot of you are fucking fried. You still got an attitude. You still got an ego. You don't know how to shut the fuck up. You don't know how to let a nigga talk. You don't know how to have a conversation. You don't know how to compromise. It's like your way or fuck you. And on top of that, not only are you still traumatized from all the dick that you got from 15 years ago, a lot of y'all still be holding on to memories of people that you were still dealing with. That's why your fucking body count be so high. Because if the dick ain't right with the person that you're dealing with now, you go spin the block back on the person you know is guaranteed to give you what you need. You try and get your nut off. Y'all so fucking messy. This shit is wild to me, man. A real man, he's looking to court you. He's not looking to date. Let me say it again. He's looking to court you. He's not looking to date. You're going to be his partner. When he gets sick, he's going to expect you to be there when he's sick. When you're sick, he's going to be there when you're sick. When shit get rough and you can't stand each other's fucking guts, he's going to be the one that takes a walk, comes home. There's different levels to this. The way that you look at older men is different than the way we look at younger women and older women. We are mathematicians when it comes to dealing with certain people. We the same way women categorize men, we categorize women. It's as simple as that. And it's unfortunate that we basically fuck each other over because we're all up here playing this game of I can get out on you before you get out on me. Nobody wins at the end of the day. I see you, Virgo. Much love to you. Nobody wins at the end of the day. You're playing each other, catching STDs. You have fucking kids with motherfuckers that you ain't even want to have kids with. You just the only reason you were there in the first place because you just wanted to get your shit off. And they were the moment, but they weren't the actual overall mission in life. Men and women do it all day. Y'all just be fucking to be fucking, and then you getting upset when you done put yourself in a trap on your own accord. Terrence J found someone that is legal, first and foremost. She's 25. She's not fucking 5 years old. She's 25, my nigga. Whatever he did to determine that she was qualified to get down on one knee for, it must have been something. Even though we don't really know if she's a fucking manipulator or a liar or not. That's for him to figure out. The same way I have to go on this personal journey with the person that I'm talking to, which I would never put public anyway. Y'all nosy, y'all messy, y'all bitter as shit anyway. I would never put any of my business on social media in the first place. But just like you got to figure out what's best for you, so does he, and so does the next person. Discerning of spirit, having your own relationship with God, knowing doctrine, knowing the word, having such a relationship with yourself and the creator that you know immediately when red flags are red flags and they're not really red flags. There's something that you can get past. There's a difference between a red flag that says I'm getting the fuck out of here, and there's that yield sign. So the red flag and the yield sign. The yield sign is like, all right, let me slow down. Let me slow down before I automatically assume that this is something that it isn't, and I go speeding right through the fucking light. The red flag is nah. I don't give a fuck how pretty you are. I don't care how attractive you are, my nigga. For me personally, this shit might be acceptable to somebody else. That shit ain't acceptable to me. That your red flag could fuck my relationships up with business. Your red flag might send me to jail. Your red flag might not do that for somebody else because they know how to acquiesce to the type of person you are based on the type of person they are. So you're basically intermingling with people that you're not even supposed to be dealing with, and that's where we get this shit all messed up. If you're a fucked up man or a fucked up woman and you try to get with somebody, you think that shit gonna work out? If you like, let's keep it all the way a buck, man. Can we do that? If you are a fucking liar and you know you are a fucking liar, stay the fuck out of people's face. If you are a thief, if you slept with niggas' family members, if you slept with people's bosses, if you've cheated your way to the top for success, if you are a fucking manipulator and you know you are, but you don't like to own up to your shit, these are the people I hate the most. The ones that know that they're a piece of shit, but they never admit that they're a piece of shit, but they'll still get involved with people knowing that they're a piece of shit because they look a certain way so they can kind of mask all of it and people will kind of just ignore it. Nah, I can't. Problem. You are the problem. You are absolutely the problem. Excuse me. Hold on. That's how y'all end up on the T app. The T app exists for the The people who swear up and down that they're grown-ass men and grown-ass women. Grown-ass men and women tell each other the fucking truth. You give people the permission and you give them the space to choose if this is for them or if it's not. Let me decide if I want to deal with your shit. Don't deprive me of that. Because that's telling me you don't really fuck with me like that. If you walking around knowing damn well that you ain't no good for nobody, and you still selfishly put people in your orbit to suffer, you're not going to reap anything positive. That's why niggas like Lisa Ray and Tracy Ellis Ross and Joy Taylor and Princella the Queenmaker are in the positions that they are in. The problem is that people ain't woke. They don't understand what the hell is going on. You're only looking at this right here. Nobody is going beneath the surface to discover, damn, I don't even really like this person for real. I mean, they look good. I'm attracted to them, but when it's all said and done, I can't do business with them. I can't lay next to them. I'm not even going to feel comfortable going to sleep around these motherfuckers because I'm going to be too concerned about them sneaking on the phone and doing this and doing that. You don't know if people are burning out here. Like, come on, man. So again, I asked the question, what is your problem with an older guy dealing with a younger woman? Put it this way. If that older man and that younger woman, they're like this and they're cohesive, they know how to articulate with each other, they know how to give each other space, they're not smothering each other, they know their love language, they know how to show affection without bombarding them too much. They understand what's too much and what if they're like equally yoked and it works for what they do, it's none of your business. You know what the truth is? The truth is everybody that has been divorced or has been in a number of relationships, we've all had this trial and error. It's nothing but trial and error, being horny, indecisive, and confused on your own personal identity. See, when you don't have your own personal identity, you will go out here into the world and pretty much run into whatever adventure you see as an adventure. If it's fun or it looks fun and you're still just trying to figure out shit, you're going to go for it. Do you know how many times I've done fucked around with people just because at the moment I just wanted to get my nut off, man. They weren't necessarily my type. It wasn't like I wanted to marry none of these bitches. But for the moment, it was cool. But then you find out later on, between the spiritual attachments that you create, you find out later on fucking around with people's feelings and emotions, and you find out the hard way that your inability to be decisive and show empathy and compassion is an ugly trait. It's ugly. It's horrible. You look like a fucking fool and a monster. I was a monster. I was callous. I was cold. I didn't give a shit about nothing or nobody at the time. And then I ended up feeling the results of that shit later on when I started actually caring about what I put around me and who I was giving my heart to. That's when I started learning, stop playing with people. Just leave them alone. You don't like when that shit happens to you now, do you, huh, motherfucker? Uh-huh. Yeah. Trial and error, trial and error. Oh, she got a good box, but she's ugly, but she still's attractive enough to get my shit off with. Oh, she seems fun. I can hang around with her for most of the week, and I can fuck around with Slim over the weekend. Oh, she seems like she's marriage material, but I'm not really ready for that. But I'm still keep this over here. Oh, I thought she was this, but she wasn't really that. Oh, shit. I'm actually in love with this person. Then she shit all over you. You crash out. You blaming the world for all of your mistakes, and you blaming everybody. No, no, ain't nobody else to blame but yourself. There ain't no different, ladies. Y'all just as freaky as men are. Man, you can fool anybody else. You ain't fooling me. Y'all just as nasty as men are. Trial and error. Think about it. If you knew yourself as a man or a woman, if you you truly knew who you were, all your quirks, you embraced everything about you, and you actually loved them, and you weren't like conflicted with it, and you weren't worried about how the opinions of other people kind of varied. If you didn't give a shit about the world and how they felt about you, and you really embrace who you are, we wouldn't have so many bodies under our belt. And you probably most likely would have already been married or been closer to the person that you should have been with in the first place. Or you wouldn't have fucked up with the people that were probably meant for you. They all come back to us. So when y'all be like, man, uh, men are pedophiles and they grooming and this, that, and third, shut up. Shut up with that shit. It's a minority. Because just like you can say men do it, women do it too. But it's a minority. We have different preferences. I don't mind someone being my age. I'm not dealing with nobody older than me though. A few years younger than me. I'm not fucking around. Put it this way. I dealt with someone 4 years older than me before. That shit was fucking awful. Now, don't get it twisted. There were things about her that I loved, you know. She made sure that I went to the doctors, my clothes were cleaned, food was ready, all that shit. I'm not even going to sit here in front. Like there was times where I would wake up to some sloppy top. That shit right there, yes. I ain't saying no names or nothing, but I appreciate certain shit. And she was on it. But when it came down to like me being in control of this household, me being the leader, getting into disagreements and arguments and little shit like that, and she swear up and down she knew it all. She couldn't be told nothing. You couldn't correct her. You couldn't compromise. Everything turned into violence, or like the shit would get messy, and there was that level of respect, the type of respect you're supposed to have for your spouse. That shit was not where it was supposed to be at. I can't do that. I can't deal with know-it-alls or folks that don't think that, you know what I'm saying, I'm not supposed to be held accountable for shit. You absolutely are wrong in certain cases. Don't tell me I can't question you or I can't challenge you on some shit. Don't tell me I can't tell you or say, look, I'm not feeling this. Nah. Don't tell me I can't do this and do that. I'm not nah. And I think a lot of men are not trying to deal with that type of shit. If you're gonna be with somebody, be with them because you respect them. If you don't respect them, stay away from them. But it's messy. All of it is messy. All of it is messy because you don't know if people are trying to finesse you. You don't know if people are being genuine. You don't know if people are really healed. You don't know what's going on with folks anymore. And if you don't know yourself, you're going to get in trouble. There's nothing wrong with what Terrence J is doing. Terrence J trying to find him a wife, man. He's trying to have a family. That man is trying to settle down. Now, if he ain't and he on some bullshit, I'm sure the internet is going to tear him a new one. He's going to have to deal with it just like the rest of us. But if he's serious, she's serious, I see no problem with that. Matter of fact, on social media as long as I have, you've seen older women cheating on their husbands. You've seen older men cheating on their wives. You've seen younger. You've seen a mixture of all of it. Everybody out here be doing shady shit to each other. That shit is not targeted to one specific range of people. Everybody be on their own stuff. There we go. Thank you. Thank you for allowing my camera to work again. Appreciate it. If you really want to have the argument, like I wouldn't mind, and I might end up doing this again. I wouldn't mind having a discussion that determines exactly what qualifies for being inappropriate with someone older or younger. Because really, technically, everybody knows as long as you're legal, it's fine. I don't think that's the problem. I think most people issue doesn't have anything to do with that part. It's the fact that these people to you just don't know no better, or they're slow. I don't know. Y'all, you tell me, am I tripping? Am I wrong? Am I missing something here? So you're older, you've been through more trauma. That makes it a situation where all your trauma pays off for you. So because you've been hurt and been through a whole bunch of shit, you know how to take care of somebody better than someone who's never experienced any of that. That's the question. I'm gonna post that one. I'm gonna make a post on that shit. Does someone with more experience, are they more likely to take care of you better than someone with less experience? That's what I want to know. Because as far as I'm concerned, I think that shit varies. I don't think it necessarily is exclusive to one age or the number of people you slept with or didn't sleep with. I think there's a way to, and it's a case by case. It's like just because you've been traumatized, that doesn't mean that you're going to be a robot. It doesn't mean that you're going to absolutely obliterate, decimate, and destroy whoever comes in your path because you had these horrible experiences with people. I don't believe that either. I think it just depends on the person. But more likely, I don't think someone who has never gone through a whole shitload of stuff is more likely to do you dirty. I'm gonna make a post about that. I got an interview that I'm about to do here in about an hour. I'm gonna get ready for that. Like I said, this is about to be a very long week, a very interesting week. So I appreciate y'all for tapping in. I'll see you later. Like, share, subscribe to the channel if you ain't already following. Shout out to Virgo. Appreciate you for hanging out with me, you dig? Yeah, man, I'm out. Let me go ahead and get ready for this interview, man. I don't think y'all know this. I'm interviewing singers and producers, and I got a bunch of shit that I'm about to line up here. You're gonna see real soon. So lock in with me, man. Y'all have a blessed one.
mantra. Slave song, slave ship, rip skin made me rip bones. But no matter how close I hide, my ancestors speak. They tell me they're tired of them praying on us like we're weak. I haven't been getting sleep, longing to sing until I've surpassed peak. Until they think we are equal, please. All I want is peace. My